Hello, Rovers! Welcome back to News BRANT. We've got some exciting updates today about Cantarella's multiplier changes, her signature weapon adjustments, and a small but solid buff for Aero Rover. Let's dive right in. Let's start with Cantarella's changes. First up, Flickering Reverie. Her resonance skill now counts as casting an echo skill. This is going to be a really good buff for Frolova, as Frolova's kit and her damage dealt revolves around how many echoes have been casted. It makes sense as Frolova can control echoes and have a connection with them. It feels like they're fine-tuning Cantarella to synergize really well with her. Next, some big changes to Jolt and Liberation. Jolt is now considered basic attack damage, and its damage multiplier when triggered by Cantarella has been increased by a massive 245%. Liberation is also now basic attack damage, and you can cast it in the air, as long as you're close to the ground. This should make her combos feel much smoother. As for Tidal Surge, it now triggers 3 coordinated attacks, so more damage and more synergy potential. However, there are some nerfs and adjustments. Phantom Sting, which is her basic attack, now costs 5 stamina in midair, and the chain can no longer be reset. Abyssal Vortex. Her midair attack can no longer be activated by holding normal attack. Now about the sequence node changes. S1 now grants interruption resistance when her forte gauge is full, making her a bit tankier during perception drain. S3 now lets her activate Mirage. S6 got a major change. Once every 25 seconds, casting her enhanced resonance skill won't put it on cooldown. This means you can spam it or even build Cantarella as a DPS. However, S6 no longer provides a damage multiplier buff, and its defense ignore is reduced from 30% to 10%. A bit of a trade-off there. Cantarella's signature weapon changes. Base attack is increased from 412 to 500. Both basic attacks and intro attacks can now activate the weapon's passive effect. Previously, only intro attacks could trigger this effect. Resistance ignore is slightly increased from 10% to 12%. Let's now talk about Aero Rover buffs. Aero Rover's damage amplification is increased from 20.8% to 26%. Not a huge change, but it's a nice little buff after the recent balance adjustments. These Cantarella changes are big, especially for those who love her playstyle. The synergy with Frolova is definitely something to watch out for, and the S6 adjustment makes her way more flexible as a DPS option. Some of the nerfs might be a bit frustrating, but overall, she's looking stronger and smoother to play. As for Aero Rover, it's just a small buff, but considering they just got some balance changes, that's understandable. That's all for today, Rovers. What do you think of these updates? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be back soon with more Wuthering Waves news. Until then, take care and see you next time.